Okay, thank you. Good morning. Welcome back to the web programming class. Today we will talk about connecting to database. We will starting to connect with database, and then we will create the table via migration and filling the table via seeding. Okay, this is our third topic. But before we move to this third topic, we will review our last project. As you as we see, we use a project for a whole semester. We will use bakery shop as the little problem. In our last meet, we already have project with some routing. Maybe you can open it and try to run it first, and then we will open also the phpMyAdmin. So prepare the phpMyAdmin for doing something with our MySQL database. Okay, I will open my project. Okay, Chris. Okay. Okay, from our previous class, we have studied about routing. The routing reside in routes web.php here. There is 4 routing for the welcome for the root URL, and then slash menu for the opening the menu page, and then in the menu there is 2 category, cake and pudding. I will show you HP Artisan Chef. Actually, I cut it from your homework. I already check your homework, and I think all is great, but I make some modification in the view like this one. Localhost. Sorry. Okay, the name of the bakery shop is Alice Patisserie. I got it from Yemima project. How to pronounce this, Yemima? Alice Patisserie. Okay, there is menu link here. To go to the menu routing. This one. Slash menu. We open the menu page, and there is 2 link for pudding and for cake. Oh, wait. I think it's for pudding. Yes, it's pudding. There is 2 product for the category of pudding. And then take also 2. There is coconut mousse and raspberry kaju. Okay, I make some modification in this view, creating a bootstrap div, and then create the border here. This one, the category grid, for example, this one. But you already create the category menu. This one, this is the menu, and the category you already create with a plate here. If category equal to cake, you put a cake here. Next, we will not put this code hard coded here, but we will create with database value. The value came from the database. This one is still hard coded, but we already learn how to put a plate here. If plate, if else, if and else plate. Okay, this is the menu, and also in the product we put again a plate else if else if and else here. Oh, else if, still else if. So from our previous class, we already learned about routing and split and view. This one is view. This one is our routing here. And you already learned about how to passing parameter in a route. This one. With the different parameter, the page will have a behavior, will have different behavior. Okay, this one. This is the product with the same page. We can create a different behavior of this page. Depend on our parameters. This one. Okay, this is our progress for last week. Now we move to the new topic. Maybe today we will not doing anything with code. We will not doing anything with the program in web or the views, but we will create the database. We will modify some PHP in here, database, and then and also in environment files, env, this one, env. Okay, we will move to this week topic. Okay, first we have to prepare our MySQL. So please open your MySQL first. Usually it use localhost / php myadmin. Okay, make sure you know your password, your username, and your password. And then we create our database. Create our database for the bakery shop. You can create bakery shop. Yeah. Create the new database. Okay, just leave it empty because we will create the structure of tables and the data by using migration and seeding. Okay, prepare your database. Then we will continue with editing .env files. This one is for setting database connection. And then we will continue with migration and with seeding. Okay, finish on the database.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. By nature for the Laravel, it can be used for connect with some this database, MySQL, Postgres, SQLite, and also SQL Server. You can see about this database in the link laravel.com/doc/database. And we already have this one setting, default setting for each of these database. Oh, sorry. Each of database already set up in here. But by default, our connection will use MySQL here. You can see this one in config/database.php. Okay. We will open this one, config. Config database.php. Okay. The default is MySQL, so if we use MySQL, it will be use this setting, MySQL setting. If we will use another database, for example, Postgres or PGSQL, this one. PGSQL is Postgres SQL. You have to modify this line by using PGSQL and then continue with the setting in this section. Sorry, this is SQL Server. This is PGSQL Postgres. Okay. But for this class, we use MySQL. MySQL. This MySQL. So keep this line the MySQL, and then we'll take a look in the MySQL setting. There is driver MySQL. This is the name of MySQL. And then there is URL. It calls some function, the env function. It means the URL will be take a look in the env file. The env file with the parameter name is database URL. The variable name database URL. What is env? Env is a file, setting file. In this one, in our root directory, there is env. You can open it, env file. Okay. Okay. This is env file. If there is no setting here, it will be use env file. What reset in env file? Host also will use the what is an env file, but if there is nothing db host variable is env file, it will use this one. Also the port, maybe in our MySQL it is still default, so we will focus on the database and password and username and the password. Okay, it's also use env file for database variable, env file for db username, env file for db password. So if we want to connect with our MySQL database, we have to put the setting here, or else we use the system will use string here for the database, here for the username. But usually we put the setting of the connection in the env file. Okay, this one. So we open the env file now. Open the env file. Please fill it with your database name, our database name, bakery shop, database that we already prepared for this project, bakery shop. And the username in my computer is root. Okay. My DB password Sahanaya. I don't know, maybe you know this Ruth Sahanaya. This is a singer, Indonesian singer, famous Indonesian singer. A long time ago. Okay, these 3 lines, we have to focus it for connecting in our MySQL. If you use another server for MySQL, for example, you create the web server and then you use different you can change. Sometimes the server use another port, so you can modify the port here. Okay. Okay, and then save it. How to make sure our connection is already success or not, or already can connect with the database or not. The simplest way is to run the migration. To run the migration, in a default, our Laravel project already have a migration file. This one. It lies in the migration database migration. There is 3 files. No, it's 3. Last semester it's still 2. So in the slide maybe it lists just 2, but now it is 3. The default is 3. For create user and then create password reset and then create file job tables. Migration file for create table user and table password reset and table valid jobs. Okay. We will check our connection by running this migration first. If this will running successfully in our MySQL, will be there is new 4 table items for table user and then password reset, migration, and then field job. Okay. We not yet moving to the migration section, but we have to make sure that our connection is successful on. Okay. Close the servers first. Control C by using Control and C. Okay, and then run PHP artisan migrate. PHP artisan migrate. It will run the migration file here. migration file will be create the table for us. Okay, run PHP artisan migrate. Okay, this one migration table create successfully. So our setting is already can be used for connecting our project with our database. We can see in the factory shop table there is 4 table here: failed job migration, password resets, and then users. Okay, you can also follow this instruction first. Just set the password, username, and then in the database, and then run PHP artisan migrate. Okay, tell me if you not success with this one. Maybe you have a different setting, and maybe you have put a different. Actually, you have to put the different password here. This one may be the same with here, but I think password will be different. Okay. Okay, is it success for Yemima? No file?
Yes, sir.
Success. Okay.
Yes.
Sip. Okay, then we already connect with our database. we will move to the migration section here. This one we already create, and we already use the ANV. ANV focus in these 3 lines: Laravel root and DP password. Okay. Migration will be used for build database table structure, and then seeding will be used for filling the data. Laravel have a magic tools to build, modify, and deleting database. It's called migration. Migration like version control for our database. We can create some structure with versioning. Version 1, for example, we put our first migration, and then another migration file we put again, and then create the second version. And we can roll back for our first section, for example, because maybe for the second version we have a trouble in our second version, and then maybe we have to going back because we have some trouble with our planning. You can roll back it. You can roll back and then maybe modify for another version. Okay, with this migration file, you not have to put your database with, for example, backup file, and then maybe if you sell your project, you have just put your source code. You put your source code, and then the buyer maybe download it, and then you just create a step by step for using your source code. First, running the migration, and then they will get the database. running the seeding, and then the database will fill with the data. Not need for you to pick up the database and mungkin maybe attach with the source code. Also, if you work with any programmer, for example, with another team, you not have to tell your teammate to manually add this column, create the table, what the column in the table is this one, because it's all already listed in the migration file. Also, you can make a new project with, for example, with template, database template. You can create, for example, you have e-commerce website, and then your e-commerce website will use for another e-commerce website. You can create it as a template, and then you just modify the migration file for specialization of the new website. Okay, you can also see what the migration name here. Database migration. Okay, this one is for example. We already have create user table, so we not need to follow this step. PHP artisan make migration create user table, because as a default, Laravel project already have create user table. Okay, actually there is 3 right now. There is create user table, valid jobs, and reset, password reset. Migration file represent a DDL, data definition language, to create or to modify a database. We can build the new migration file with this command, make migration, and then this is the migration file name. The migration file name, it should be represent what it will be doing. Create, for example, create for creating a new, what new users. What is a user? A table, users table, creating a users table. Okay, then all migration file we can run with PHP artisan migrate that we already run before. This one, PHP artisan migrate, we run it for checking our database connection. Okay, and also we can roll back it. PHP artisan migrate rollback. Artisan, sorry, artisan. This one. I roll back my migration. Rolling back, rolling back, rolling back, rolling back. And when we see the database, some tables are gone, just leave one table migration, this one. The migration table is like a logbook. If there is a migration process, it will be, there is some log, but revision migration number, and maybe we migrate it again. I will show you what is Artisan. Okay. This one. The log of migration path. What we already run is the migration of create user table batch 1, create password reset table batch 1 also, create web job table batch 1 also. Okay. And because I already run it again, another 3 table is swap. Okay. And after I run the migration, it cannot be run again. For example, if I run again PHP artisan migrate, it will raise nothing to migrate. Nothing to migrate because I already run all migration files here. Okay, this is the behavior of migration. The migration activity can be seen in database migration files. By default, provide 3. Today is 3 file migration. This is the characteristic. Migration file which already run or execute cannot to be run or execute again. If it needs a modification, you have to create new migration file and doing modification syntax in Nextbase. For example, I need to put another field in user table, so I create another migration file that adding a new field. But also we can do it by using our previous migration file, but we need to roll back it again. If it needs going back to previous version, please roll back. PHP artisan migrate rollback. So here is the versioning feature will be used. Okay, the migration file have special format. Create users table. Users is the object name. Table is the type of object. Create is for build a new, for the example. Create, but it can be used for another. You can use another name, for example, with bahasa Indonesia. Buat tabel user, also you can also create that one. This is just like what is called standard for Laravel user. Create underscore the type, then table name, and then table. Okay. And naming convention for the table. The name convention for the table is ruler. There is S in the tab in the user. If we create product table, this will be products. There is S here because next in later in our Laravel application, it will use for object or object model, eloquent object model. Some of several, there is several convention in connecting object model with database, and this one is the one of the convention. The name of the tables, the physical tables must be plural, and the name of the object must be singular. So if there is users, we can then next we can have a model convention in Laravel Eloquent model called user. Okay. If we have product, the table must be products. There is S. When we connect with our Eloquent model, the Eloquent model must be product without S. Okay, we will assume this one next on our class. Maybe some several week again about Eloquent model. Will be explained later. Okay, we move to the migration files. We can open this default migration file, for example, create users. This one. There is two function here. There's two function here. Create and then the table name users. Okay. And then this one is for adding an ID. This one for adding a new field, call it name, and then email. Unique, it must be unique for every data in the users table. And there's timestamp for email verified. It can be nullable. And then string or password for storing password with strings data type. Then there is remember token and timestamp. This one will be create some internal field. Timestamp will create two field. We can see it in our user table. Users, this one. ID, ID, this one, ID, and then name, email verified, and password, remember token, and then timestamp. Just one timestamp, but in the database there is two field, created at and updated. This field will be automatically filled with date value when there is a new data. When there is new data, it will get date in here, created at, and when the row is updated, this one will feel updated at. Next. Okay, this one for the users. Maybe we take a look again for the password reset. There is strings email, there is token, and there is timestamp created at. Take a look for the password reset here. Email, token created at, just 3. Okay, because it not use what it called timestamp, right? This one. Next, in create file job, there is text, and long text. Okay, long text, and the timestamp. File job, this one. Connection queue payload exception. Connection queue payload exception. Okay, so there is function up for create, and then there is function down for the reverse. If we create, the reverse will be drop. Remove it. There is two function for remove the table, drop and drop if exists. But usually we use drop if exists. there is up and down. Up will be executed when we call PSP artisan migrate, and down will be executed when we call PSP artisan migrate rollback. This one. So this one will be the reverse of the function in up. If this one create new file, new field, create new field, adding new field, this one will be remove the new field, remove the new field, deleting field. If this one create, for example, connection between two table, create relation, for example, product and category, in the down must be remove the relation. Okay, the reverse of the migration. Okay, this one for the users, the explanation. You can see types of the column in here. More about column and data types. Okay, this one. There is integer, big integer, date, character, decimal, double. If you want to store number with precisions. Okay. Next, the down explanation. Down is function that always as a reverse of the up. If down function create table, the down function have to delete the table, removing. For deleting, we have two function drop and drop if exists. The second syntax, the syntax will be avoid error when there is no related table. So usually we use drop if exists. Okay, next there is foreign key. I think we will use this one first, using this one first, and then after we success, we can roll back and then we create the foreign key. So I think we will mix the study keys first. In our bakery shop, there is product and product for storing the bakery product, and then category for the storing the product category. Okay, for example, in our product there is product ID or ID, maybe we just call it ID for product ID, and then name for product name. Price for product price. And then maybe we also prepare a photo for product photo, the image of the product. Or URL. I think URL is better. Okay. And then there is timestamp also for storing data when this product is added and changed. Okay. I think this one, we will create this one first. Create product table with ID, name, price, URL, and and timestamp. Okay. Before we go on the foreign key, we will create the product first. And then after product, maybe we will create the seating for the product. And then we come back again for the foreign key. So I will keep it simple first. Okay. For creating migration file, where is the creating migration file? Create. Nah, this one. Okay. So we have to create a migration file for product because the name is Crawler. We should use products. Okay. Please run also in yours PHP artisan make migration. Artisan make migration create underscore products with S underscore table. This one. Okay. PHP artisan make migration create products table. Running. Waiting a while. And we have here create products table. This one. There is new PHP file in migration folder. Create product table here. Okay. PHP artisan make migration create product table. I will copy it into chat. Next, we have to modify the app. Maybe the tone we have not to do anything here. There is ID already there, and then we place also a name of the product. The data type is string name. Okay, and then price, the name of the product, and then the price of the product. Sorry, price. I think integer is enough. Sorry. This one also be table. Price. Put here. Price. Name of the product, price of the product, and what else? URL for the image of the product. Again, table or string, I think string. The column name is URL for storing the URL of the image of the product. Okay, save it. Okay, and then we run the migration. PHP artisan migrate. Okay, this one the migration. migration is success, and then we can check it in our table. Bakery shop, there is product here, the structure, price, name, URL. Okay, so our first migration is success. As we can see, there is 2 times migration. The first we table here, migration tab, and this one is batch 2. So if we roll back, it will be rolling back first the highest batch. For example, this one. This one will be rolled back. For example, I will roll back it. Roll back. Sorry. Roll back. Okay. The second batch is disappear. And also our products also disappear. And when we roll back it again, the first batch is disappear. The table disappear, and also the data here. If we migrate it again, because of this 4 migration file not already running, so this one, this force will be run it together, become batch 1. PHP artisan migrate. This one users, password, reset, field job, and then product table become one batch. Okay. Okay, maybe you sometime maybe you have manually editing files and want to run it again. For example, the product. We actually we can modify this one by deleting this one. Delete this one. The product. I delete the product migration information, and then also I delete first the product table here. I drop the products table, just like no migration for products. I can, for example, after I maybe doing some modification here, and then I migrate it again, PHP artisan migrate. So this migration will be just running the product migration file. This one. Product, and it goes to the second batch here. Okay. Sometimes we maybe have to update it and then want to migrate it again, and maybe not need to delete or rolling back another field, another table here. Yep, we can modify this one, this migration file, migration table. Okay, we successful. creating bakery shop product. Next, we will create the bakery shop category. But before we create the category and creating the relationship of the product, we will move it first for the seating. We already run the migration. This one will be continue with the after we seating, we create the settings. So we open first the slide 30, filling the table with seating. So just keep it simple with one table, the product. After you already done with the product, we can roll back it and we start again put another table with relation with the product table. Okay, seating means to fill in and modify data in the table. Usually it will use for initiate data for the application. For example, a master data, and not usually not the in what it's called transactional, not the transactional data, but the master data, lookup data or master data. Okay, for example, if you buy a code from CodeCanyon, usually you will get Laravel code and an initial data. Okay, database seating file, look at the database seats. There is no database seats in the default of Laravel project. Database seats here. There's one database seater. Database seater is a file that will be running, and your seating file have to put it here. Put here. For example, if we already have user seater, for running the user seater, we have to put the user seater here. Okay. Seating is not have versioning mechanism, so we can running again and running again. Cannot be rollback. Cannot be rollback. Okay. And then there's file result in database seater also. Okay, database seater PHP is the main class. There is run function. We can put run function for put on the seater file here. For example, maybe we prepare it for running the product seater here. Product seater. Okay, product seater. But we not yet create the product seater. Next, we will create it. Okay, to create the seater file, PHP artisan make seater the name of the seater. So if we want to create the product seater, we PHP artisan make seater. Make seater product with initial P, product seater. This one, capital P, capital S. Okay, I will put it in chat. It, is what for creating a seeder. Then we already have the product seeder here. In database sheets, there is product seeder. And we put how to insert a table here. We will use a query builder. We will use query builder, but you can also use native query or eloquent model here. But in here we will use query builder. This one we will still create the product seeder first. Okay, and this one will be used for inserting data to the user. There is insert here, the name of the table here, and the field name, fill it with random. Email also with random. Okay, we will continue with our product structure. Following this writing seeder guides here. Open this website. We can copy the structure of DB table insert from there. This one. Writing seeder, blah 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 blah. Okay, this one. Can copy it. And then put it here and modify it. Table products. But to insert the name, ID is not necessary because this is auto increment or serial in another database type. Okay, the name of the product, for example, matcha pudding. And then we have to put price. So what's the price of matcha pudding? And then maybe the photo URL here. This is just example. In my file, there is file pudding matcha is pudding2.jpg. Okay, this one will be insert a matcha pudding with price 8,000 and URL pudding2.jpg. I will copy it in chat. Okay, next we have to run it. Actually, we have to put the product seeder in here, but we already done it. Product seeder here, and then we can run it. Calling the seeder. Okay, we already put it the product seeder here. When we call the category seeder, we have to put the category before the product because product have a category. So the category have to create first. Okay, we will run again the category after we create the category and the relation. Okay, for running the sheet, we can call this one PHP artisan PDB sheet. PHP artisan DB sheet. After it runs successfully, we will have this product matcha pudding in our table. Okay, this one complete successful, and we see the table again. The product table here. Where's the product table? This one product table. This one matcha pudding. Okay. So our seating complete successfully. If we run it again, as we see that this one not have behavior like migration, that after it running, it cannot running again. The seeder can run again and again. So if we call the DB sheet again, this one, there will be another matcha pudding here. Okay, but we already put this one. So usually the seating is just running one time for a new project. After we buy a new project, for example, just running one time for seating the master table. So to insert two data, for example, just put this one again. Orange pudding 100, for example, pudding 1. Okay, with these two insert method, we will get also two product in our table, matcha pudding and orange pudding. But first, maybe we have to delete it manually from the database. So it will not redundant. Okay, and then create the seating again, and we can see there is oh sorry, I still not save it. Save it first. That again. Okay, and run it again. Okay, it should be two here. Yes, two product, matcha pudding and orange pudding. Okay. Okay, so we already success for create the table product and then fill also the data, the product data with migration and with seating. Okay, any question before we going back to the category and create the relation?
I cannot input the data to the database. I just got an error in here.
Okay.
See my screen. See it?
Not yet. Okay, PHP artisan. Okay, this one is the product. And what is the error? Binding solution. Product header does not exist. Or maybe your name product header. What is your product on
product.
your name product? Just
So,
rename it. You can right click and rename.
oh,
Product header, and maybe you have to rename the class also. There is class in line 4.
okay.
Yes. Great. Product header does not exist. This is product header. Yes, again. Maybe you have where is the product again? Products, and in database header there is product is already product. Product header still does not exist. There is product here, and also construct container PHP, blah, blah, blah. Okay, maybe we going back to product header, and then when we put in the database header, we rename it product header. No, not
One.
this one will be product header, and we going back to the product. The file is rename it again for product header.
This one.
Maybe you, yes, this one.
I just
Product. And also in the class.
Okay.
And then in the database header file. Okay. Yes. Okay, success.
I don't know. Okay, it's available now. Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Okay. Product header. Maybe it's already in case memory. I think there is some function in Laravel to rebuild the files after you rename the product with product and the class. Also you have to call some function here, but I don't remember the function, but it will be refreshed on the cache memory. So I think you can also just follow the product and then using the product header here, because the cache memory already use product. Okay. Next, we create category. Category products have table ID, not auto increment. Not auto increment because we have to. I think it will be used not auto increment because if it is auto increment, we will get some difficulties when we create the seating. If the ID not create with auto increment, we can use the ID in the seating correctly. Okay, so the ID I think will be integer, and there is a name here, integer and the name. There is no need to create the timestamp also. ID and then name. Okay, we create the category, then we create also the relation. This one. One categories can use for several products. So there is a category ID here, taken from category ID in this one. Okay. So we have to create another migration that create that adding the field, category ID field in the product, and then create the relation. This one in function app. This one will be editing in a post or stable. It will add unsigned big integer in user ID with field name is user ID and create the relation by using foreign. User ID is foreign key of the with reference ID from the user. Okay, in our study case, this will be the table will be products. We add I think it is also integer category ID, integer category ID, and then create the relation foreign category ID reference with ID on categories. Okay. This one. And the down, for the down, remove the foreign key first, drop the refine first, and then drop the column. Okay, we will create this one after we create two migration file. The first migration file is for category. Okay, create again for the categories. PHP artisan migration create categories table. Okay. PHP Artisan create category table. And then open the category table. Where is it? This one. Create category table. We create categories. The ID, I think it have to change with integer here. Integer ID. Or maybe we can still use this one, but we need to uh, remember the ID of the product, the ID of the category. For the first data, it will be 1. For the second data, it will be 2, etc. So I think it is okay for ID like this one. Okay, we just follow it. We can just follow this one in the migration file of a relation. This one. Unsigned integer is the ID, because we create the categories with ID. We have to create the category ID with this one, unsigned big integer. So I think it is okay, but we will have to put some attention in the setting next. Okay, then put the category name here, string name. I think it is enough. Okay, save it. We not migrate it first. We will migrate it together with the relation. Okay, next, create again. PHP make migration for the relation. The relation. This one, add category ID column. For the relation, we not use create again for the name, but add category ID column. Okay. Add category ID column. Okay, this one. Next, we have to modify category, add category ID column with up and the down. Okay, up and down, we put this, sorry, this one. Table products, blah, 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 blah. I think we can copy it from some source in the Laravel. Sorry. This one. Okay, this one. You can copy it. For up, we will modify the products here, and then adding with category ID column, category ID column. Then the category ID column will be referenced with ID in the categories. This one. Okay. I will put it in the chat. Next, for the done, for the done. Oh, there is no example here for the done. Okay, we will follow the slide here. Okay, still use the structure like the up, but with difference modification. This one for the done. Remove first the reference. Go to remove the reference. Drop foreign. Drop foreign category ID. Apple drop foreign category ID, and then drop column. Drop column. This one. I will put it in chat. Okay. We will try to run migration again. It will be run with to migration file, but I think we have to recreate and resetting the products. So I think we will better if we roll back on the product creation first. So run migration PHP artisan migrate rollback, because we have to recreate the product table. Okay, this one product table, just rolling back. And next, maybe we have to modify our seeder, the product seeder. We have to put some category ID here. Category ID. With some things. Okay. Next. Okay, first we will migrate create the product, create the categories, and then create the relation between product and categories. This one. Create product, create categories, and add category ID column. Yes, can check out. There is category here, categories here, and then in product. Kok ada ya? Categories, ID, and name. And in product, okay. I think the migration file will for I not save it yet. Aduh, I will roll back and run it again. Okay. It should be there is category ID in the product, but I not yet save this add category ID column migration file, so it's not happening. Roll back again. Oops. Okay. The rollback is, I think this one is still broken because this one is not running yet. But for the done, I render dropping the category ID. So I think for the rollback, I have to comment it first. Make it comment. So there is nothing here. Hit the rollback. Then for the next migration, I open again this one. Okay, I will migrate again. Okay, sudah sukses. Check the products. Should we have category ID here? Great. Okay. Next, we have to put the data. We create category seeder first. Make DP, make seeder category seeder. Okay, category seeder. We put from the product. Just put the name, category name. The first name is pudding, for example. Pudding. This one should be categories. And the second, cake. Or the cake first. Because the ID is auto increment, we cannot put the certain ID here. So I think for our first running sheet, this running sheet, the cake will be have ID 1 and the pudding will have ID 2. Okay, so we use for this one is pudding, so we use category ID equal to 2. So this one. And for the cake, we also put some data from the cake. I I don't remember the name of the product here. Chocolate mousse. This one. For example, this is category ID 1. I have file X1 GPIC. And then for the second, Raspberry Pi. And category ID should be 1. So I think this product will have ID 1, this one will 2, this one will ID 3, and this one will be have ID 4. Raspberry Pi 15.000. Okay, 2. Okay, and we have to put into category, database seeder, the category seeder first. We put the category seeder first because the category is lookup of the product, like this one. Okay, our database already create, and then we will fill with our seeder. Next, running the seeder. db seed. Okay, category seeder sukses, product seeder sukses. We can check in the table category first. This one, ID 1 is cake, ID 2 is pudding. Okay, like our scenario. And also we check the product. There is 4 product. Okay, ID category 1, Katio, Raspberry Katio, category ID 1 also. The pudding have category ID 2. Perfect. Okay. Okay, I think it's perfect for create product and category and its relation. Okay, any question? Okay, if you already success, I think you will not have any problem if you add supplier for the exercise. On the exercise, adding supplier data, and maybe you have to re-add the product. There is ID, name, the supplier, and the address of the supplier. Okay, to simplify the product handling at your own bakery shop. Okay, so all of our product will have to need to have a supplier. So there is no supplier ID with blank or zero or null. All product must have a supplier ID. If you have your own product, you just make the supplier data as your own bakery. So, for example, the first supplier is our own bakery shop, like this one. Okay, just create. Maybe you have to create again two migration from the supplier and one for the relation between supplier and product. So next will be our product. This one, product have to should be have another column here, suppliers ID, and you have new table suppliers like categories. This is suppliers. So you have to create two migration file, and then maybe you have to restructure your product seeder, this one, because you should create a supplier here, supplier ID. Okay, you should roll back it first. So you should roll back it first, and then create the two migration file for supplier and for the new column, and then recreate the product seeder, modify the product seeder, and create the supplier seeder. Okay, for the exercise, what to upload in the ULS is the migration of suppliers and migration of suppliers column, ID column. Upload suppliers table and suppliers foreign key migration. So there's these two migration file and the seating file here. I think the settings file, I just need to take a look at supplier setting and product setting. Supplier sheets and product sheet. Okay, for files, the migration of add table, add supplier table, and add supplier ID, and create supplier table and add supplier ID. I think I will. I think it's better if I put the name of the file here. Create suppliers table and add supplier ID column file migration file. Create supplier table and add supplier ID column migration file and the seating file supplier sheet and product sheet in ULS. Okay. Okay, any question? I will create the ULS assignment. And present assignment. Okay. server sign blah, blah, blah. Upload here. So there is 4 files. Until one month. Okay. Any question? Okay, if you have any difficulties, you can ask in WA group or private. Okay, thank you for watching. We meet again next week. Thank you.